Hello there, this is Cookies. I have turned 49 of EA Machaka, and we get a Thistle Mace from Berytos, we got some gold, we got some Earth Boots, and we got a bunch of Glamour Gems, because I don't think he could spend his. And I've got Water Kobolds and my Pretender, and we also got 10 Astral Pearls from Berytos, I think, to forge something. In terms of other stuff, we had a Dire Portent go up. Yeah, it's another global by Ceramacia. They're trying to win through globals. So we'll have to see if we were able to dispel through Vanheim. We found a Mist-Shrouded Ruins, which I think is a Glamour Gem. And before we look at that, let's go ahead and see the battle in Hinnom. So you can see this large force, and then you can see the kind of like the two flanking forces. And what I really should have done, because there wasn't a lot in here, was I probably could have done without the Skelly spam, and we'll see why in a minute here. I was hoping these guys would be arrow bait, but they did not work. You can see the Spider Riders going after the Pretender here, who's got 38 protection. Just so much. So we work down these wall guards. Let's take a look at what this guy... So he's doing Hand of Death. And unfortunately, our Lion Warriors, who were scripted on hold and attack rear, I believe, ended up doing a closest attack. And so they're actually going to get, they're going to have a hard time reaching the Pretender. You can see we're already up to turn 44. He's down to 70 HP. And you see what's happening here is the Lion Warriors and the Elephants are ending up getting pushed back by a bunch of Soulless and Long Dead who can filter in easier. And we're just ending up with an immense number of Long Dead that can't actually hurt this thing. Well, I guess some of them have like 20 damage broadswords, but what we really want are these Spirit Clips trying to hit through. If anyone's going to be rolling against 38 protection, I feel like it should be that. So these Soulless and these Long Dead just can't even hurt the Pretender. And so this was a case of something where it's something that I had been getting better at, but then I did this, which is sending in elite teams to do storms when you know there's not much inside. Just higher quality stuff rather than tons of chaff. Because tons of chaff can sometimes be a big hindrance, especially when you're trying to kill tough things like this Pretender. And you can see Twilight just kicked on, so he lost his buffs. So now he's down to only 33 protection, and now 52 HP. But I think there's a fair chance he redoes his buffs in Twilight. Yeah, I wish the game would realize when sometimes Earthbound makes 0 sense. So now we're on, he's down to 37 HP, but we're on round 126. We're getting a few more hits in. And it's probably from this Lion Warrior here. Oh. Yeah, 17 points of damage. So he's down to 23 HP. 15 HP. 10 HP. And we finally end up killing it right before the turn 150. Now, I imagine it's not hard to see a world where that Lion Warrior does not push through up to the front to attack, and you end up with a very close call, but where you fail to capture the fortress and everyone ends up running. So we do lose a Buddha, we lose a Circle Master, lose a Spider Clan Sorcerer, a Voice of the Lion. 10 Heavy Cav is probably okay, because we're about to enter a little bit of peacetime. Along with the Great Lions, the ones that weren't summoned at least. Those might have been summons. And we lose 13 Sacreds, which sucks, but isn't the worst deal in the world. And we lose a lot of our Spider Riders, which might be okay because, again, entering a low upkeep period, or a period of time where we don't need as many troops because we're at peace and we're trying to scale. But it's also really hard for us to recruit Spider Riders, so it did kind of sting, even losing the 15 of them. In terms of the retreat details, we did retreat pretty successfully. Although we lost a Hyena Clan Witch Doctor and his 5 Rhino Clan. And another Hyena Clan Witch Doctor with his 4 Rhino Clan. And we had a fair number fail to retreat correctly on their own, probably a number of Lion Warriors, which sucks. So we'll take a look at that in just a second. Do want to look at this magic site. Yeah, so that's 1 Glamour. We got some Blood Slaves. We got attacked by cavemen. They killed Berytos' PD in the swamp here. So they're just going up against the Mythids. Alright. And yeah, you can see we got a whole bunch of white mages. Although, I think, yeah. So, we've got a fair number of white mages here. After losing all these battles, we've converted a lot of our twice-born guys. And what that's been doing is keeping our upkeep low, under 800 so far. But it's been helping boost our research. So it's a way for us to turn 7 death gems into a 17 RP mage. So in my view, it's pretty efficient as a way to churn mages through our very low income to keep our upkeep down and still increase our research because we have a lot of research and catching up to do. So, all right, and you can see here, so last turn, I think a turn or two ago, we talked about the Lilac plan for stealing the Troll King up here on Golem range. And as part of that, this turn we are forging the Pendants of Beauty. We're also doing another Dwarven Hammer, more Twiceborn, and another Dwarven Hammer up here, a big Twiceborn, because I haven't lost any Buddha in combat yet, so I don't know that Twiceborn doesn't work yet. So this is a big commitment. I think it's, what, 14 death gems that aren't going to do anything. And then we got Call of the Wild. We also forged a Gossamer Veil, which is, I believe, a Glamour booster. In terms of recruitment, finishing a Shaman, a Hyena Clan Witch Doctor, and starting a Spider Clan Sorcerer, and also starting an Amber Clan Mage, and continuing our Sky Metal Adept, and continuing to build that Palisade, and we're also building a temple there, so lots of good scaling happening. And, oh, I still haven't sent this over to Berytos, so that's a failure on my part. And I think that's most of it. But otherwise, yeah, I'm thinking about Skelly spamming this and just killing these Demon Knights and taking this. And then also looking at, we're just going to abandon the siege for Hinnom, and we're going to let Saramatia get on it. And then we're going to go ahead and go take out this throne, or at least ping it. I think what I've decided is I'm going to use this to start turning my mages into their white forms. So I'm sending this Buddha, who's injured. He's got Cripple and Battle Fright. See if I can heal his afflictions. And then I'm sending this Hyena Clan Witch Doctor and this Circle Master to convert them to white mages. And then we're going to start heading over to fight Claire. So that's our plan there. Get that throne. And then we've also come down here. We found this one. It's the Shattered Throne. So this is a Blood Magic 30 bonus. Now claiming this, not only does any mages you have there trying to take advantage of the blood discount, not only are they going to get Horror Marked to hell, but everyone's going to know that you have that throne. And so that's going to probably ring some alarm bells for the other players if we end up trying to take and claim this. So as much as we want the blood discount 30 bonus, it's enough to know that it's here and that we should intervene if Niflheim takes it. And then we're sending our spy over here to Dragonscale Mountains to see what this one is. And I think we've got this guy heading over to Hobergdorf because it's spring. So I think we're hoping to get him over here and see what this throne is. So yeah, breaking into a lot of new paths, using that new construction research we've gotten. We're trying to fit in some thaumaturgy at the moment for remote site searching. And then we're going to continue running up alteration, and then we're going to get construction 7. Berytos has promised us some research boosters, so we're continuing to send him a lot of stuff, including fire gems, air gems, earth boots. And I think that's most of everything. So yeah, unfortunate that we failed this siege. It was super winnable. All we needed to do was not send the mages to storm the fort. Should have just been content with them sitting outside and making sure if we got attacked, we would win that battle. But yeah, that was really disappointing. In retrospect, probably could have even left them at home researching, but we didn't know that when we sent the army out, that all these rough fights were going to be so easy to kill. So, but yeah, time to start getting the research train going, and we're starting to look at some of these thrones because they're still all indie. So that particular throne rush option is still on the table. So yeah, I think that's it for turn 49. I'll go ahead and see you in turn 50. Have a good one.